Why can't get this
Okay,
message to
there
go
it
away?
goes. It's
Oh,
working
okay.
now.
I just click X when I whisper to you, "Yo, you suck." There you go. Very well. All right.
Nice.
So almost. So 11:15 was that hour. It took you an hour to finally see that sign sway a little bit. Um, after you're checking other other places where marks could be, and so by the time you do that, it's 11:15. If you get back, it'll probably be like almost midnight.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
still some activity around at the night, but it's not as ridiculous as the midday. As you guys are walking back, the Temple of Law seems to have some of the guards come in and out, just like three or four, possibly some that were stationed here or were going to some kind of confession. You're not sure. The only way you could be for sure is if you enter the temple, if you wish.
I'll continue on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
If I go in there, it would be to desecrate the place in Vecna's name.
In the middle of the city.
That's if I went in there.
In the middle
Yeah.
of the day. Or
Yeah.
night.
No, yeah, I was
Night.
gonna say this is night.
Yeah,
When darkness is at its most powerful, obviously.
true.
The moon is cresting,
Okay, so now I can say it's no longer broken to the screen. All right. Okay. So any other plans that you have?
No, at this point, I'll just head down for the night. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. We'll get prepared.
Okay.
I am sleeping soundly.
Yeah.
I look adorable.
Of course, making sure Revi's fed.
Yes, that's right. So she gets up from like being near Serenity's side, eagerly awaits you feeding her. Has the blade all prepared and everything.
Yes.
This is a nice arrangement. Hard to pull off when you're in your true form, but this works for now.
Dark magic lets us be prepared.
Yep. Let's us sustain ourselves. Should we do Verdar? The Ironies, when you get to your room, she will actually like want to help you get all prepared to rest, and she's acting like a squire, helping you out with your armor, undoing the buckles and stuff and putting everything to the side, like arranged well.
All right.
This is new behavior.
Yes, it is.
She's excited. She's ready to go kill things.
She's not doing anything other than that, but she just decides to act more like somebody under your service as opposed to somebody like bound to you, at least here. And she just looks out the window and sighs, and she goes to maintain her gear. Sighs not in a regretful way, but in a more relaxed, like fulfilled, this was a good day way. And she stows her gear as well, and she prepares herself to get more comfortable with the silk that was bought.
All right.
And she goes to sleep.
Wait,
She
does
doesn't
it still
snore
have
exhausted
bloodstains and
last-
stuff on it?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, those can be cleaned off. It's silk. It's not
Yeah.
like it's cotton or anything.
Right.
Gosh. Okay.
The bloodstains make it feel like it's from home, though.
Needs a little char on the ends.
All right. And I will trance for the night.
So you all trance. This is going to be long resty, in case there was some spells that were cast, and and including like recovering HP from the wound and whatnot. But this is long resty, and you guys turn around midnight. Those of you that trance could be done early morning, but Revy was kind of up in the night resting, studying some things, and she trances so she can kind of wake up similar to the time as Serenity. Serenity, your dreams so far are uneventful. You just remember just blurry, whatever it was, it's just a bit blurry vision-wise. You think you're walking down a hallway, but then just something flashes and you're like not in the hallway anymore, and it's very hard to remember right now. But that's all you get right now.
I'm gonna be wondering about that all day.
Yeah, just like what was it? Just like it was short and just quick.
It was no.
Okay. And so it can be. Oops. Yes, y'all slept at 1 p.m. No.
Just decided to sleep in.
Fuck it, sleep in all day. It's just 6:45 a.m. Everybody's kind of awake, but those need rest.
We need that 24 sound whenever you say the time, like 6 a.m. Dun dun.
Ding. The countdown, and then you have to cut the stream into 4 different scenes.
Exactly.
Nonsense. So it's early morning. You all can actually smell, whether this is on purpose or magical effect, like the downstairs wafting wonderful smells. The bounty hunter is not there. But y'all are still in your room, so you can just smell that there's a little bit of breakfast that's coming like from under your door. It smells good and appetizing. Whatever it is, you can tell that there's some quality smoked meats, possibly some kind of pork sausage. The Irenaeus, she wakes up and that says actually that smells pretty damn good.
Serenity's excited. She's like, food, 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 food. She's singing the happy food song. She's like, happy food, I get to eat food. Yay.
Time for some good breakfast.
Revy is awake and refreshed and ready to throw the cowl over her head again just because it's bright out again. It's becoming, it's sunrise soon. Damn it.
She has to put on the full.
Yeah, the full get up.
And then magic herself to look like she's not wearing the full get up.
Do you need to get back in armor, Vidar?
Yes.
She assists.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
And it is just get assistance.
That's just halftime, right?
Yep.
Normally, okay.
She pats you on the shoulder too and is like, "There you go." She seems rather chipper, and she saunters down the door, and she asks you, "Are you coming?"
Yeah, of course.
All right. She's in good spirits, heading down the stairs. I guess as you head down the stairs, Serenity, you can hear Irenaeus like merrily like walking down the hallway. Do you wish to join them?
Yeah, I like run down to catch up to the Irenaeus. I'm just like, good morning.
Morning. You ready for some good breakfast before we set out on what we're here to do? She gives like a wry like smile.
She looks up starry-eyed at the Irenaeus and say, "Yeah."
Make sure you have a full stomach to unleash all your power. And she kind of just laughs. and continues down the stairs. Revy kind of just looks around and she's like, "Oh, she's already down the stairs." Master, do you wish to accompany us? She looks at you, Baylor.
I'll join.
Looks like
It's good
Vergar's
for-
already ready as well.
Yes, it is breakfast time. And so I'll go ahead and walk over and join them after commenting,
It is
after
all,
greeting them for the morning.
It is all included. Of course, with the pretty fucking hefty price y'all paid.
I'm just like pointing at random food, like, ooh, I want to try that. Oh, that looks good. I want to try that too. Ooh, can I try that? Is that like syrup with real sugar?
There are sweet things, there are tart things, there are salty things, there are meaty things like sausages that are cut in like weird squares to match the square biscuits and all kinds of little crap. The bartender is a different one in this morning. He smiles and tells you you can go ahead. You can take some to go if you'd like. Makes it easy on us, and he laughs in jest. So y'all can eat.
Okay.
That'll put you around. Well, those of you that need to eat can eat.
Yeah.
Put you around. So, around just half an hour because it's a quick breakfast, 7:45. There's talk about nonsense that you hear in the morning. It's like some people have opted to go eat at the new bookstore in the mornings. And I was like, "What? Aren't they going? Like, isn't that smell going to settle into the books? What a stupid idea! We should stay
Right?
in the taverns and inns.
Exactly.
Starbucks."
All right. Whenever we're done eating, Baylor wants to head out to take care of some places he wanted to take a look at.
Serenity's like, so what did you do last night?
Oh, just sightseeing.
Oh, I wanted to go.
It was quite boring last night.
It's never boring when I'm with you.
Andor is still in the room. Does he stay there as ordered, or do you want him to do something else?
I'll have him come with us if we're all going out.
Very well.
Sunlight.
Yes. So as you guys, I guess y'all move towards the entrance to break out into the sun. Andor will attempt something. Show for Andor. That's right. Okay, so he says this, and everybody can fucking hear it because it was pretty. Like, it's strange to hear his voice. For some reason, out in the city, there were like, I guess he said it before you guys headed out to the city, so there was no noise when there's supposed to be more background noise. And the first thing you hear is him kind of looking at Serenity, and he says, "I think I have my first chapter."
Hold on.
First thing he says.
What?
Well,
Oh, can I read it?
So you
Can
two
I read
are
it
the
when I
first
get
time
back?
here. I haven't. And he looks like bewildered just because everyone else heard.
Serenity doesn't notice or care, and she's
Yeah.
just like, when do I get to read it?
I don't have any parchment or ink to write it down yet. And he kind of like hangs his head in shame. Like, forgive me, master, like I have mentioned my distractions kind of shamed.
I give his hip bone a hug and be like, it's okay. You can write once we get back to the lair.
Thank you, young one.
I just look up at him and I smile, and do that little Tahi thing.
So that happens as you guys are heading out the door. That's a strange little occurrence that Andor and apparently Serenity have a small relationship where they're talking about stuff, and he apparently has aspirations of writing. You're not sure what, only she does.
Yeah. I gather he's wanting to write something, but kind of just putting it out of mind, I guess.
Your mind doesn't immediately think to, oh no, he's trying to write his living family. I need to go murder them now.
I'm sure I would have already checked to make sure he had no living family.
Alright, so I'll move you guys outside. So as you guys are heading out the door, right here, some people are on the way. Andor is here. Everybody give me a perception check as someone's calling forth out to you.
Oh, is it freaking? Oh my gosh. Is that perception?
Yeah,
Uh,
because you can hear somebody calling out through the crowds, but you're
Wait,
specifically calling.
since it's a hearing check, would he even get disadvantage? I mean, he's not blinded by his ears.
did you say hearing
Yeah,
or sight?
no. Oh, sorry, it'd be hearing. But yeah,
Okay.
so you're good.
Well, okay. I mean, I can just
14.
roll another one.
Yeah. So Revy doesn't pick it up. Baylor and Serenity, you hear it. Verdar, you just notice everybody turning their heads towards a particular direction. And the first thing to come up is a guard looking on as a cleric of St. Cuthbert, the god of law, approaches you all. Smiles on his face. Smiles.
Serenity obviously smiles back.
I'm sorry, morning.
Good morning,
Might I
kind
bother
sir.
you
Morning.
for a bit of the good word?
Oh, yes, the good word of St. Cuthbert. I hope he's keeping us quite safe today. And then I'll mention something along the lines of, like, keeping the criminals in jail.
Alright,
Yeah, lock up the bad people.
give me a persuasion check, as I'm trying to buy what you're saying. Because, well, he does agree with that. He is still not convinced you know enough of the good word, my good sir.
Dang it.
Yes, but what is good, might you consider, my kind brother? Does not the one that takes from the wealthy merchant to feed his family, is that not a lesser evil, a good not worthy of mercy? What about those that are truly repentant?
If he be truly repentant, shouldn't the gods intervene? Or, not the gods, shouldn't great St. Cuthbert intervene?
Ah, but he does intervene through our good works and our good example, brother.
Serenity is absolutely lost in this philosophy talk. Like it's like whoosh. She's like, but bad people are bad, but when they're not bad, and she's just like scratching her head, and she's like, I don't.
The Uranese, who looks more like a tiefling at this point, is given an angry glare from the cleric. You notice that immediately, Verdar, because you're standing right next to her, and you know about how Drow and similar races that have like a bad
Reputation, yeah.
reputation.
Mhm.
So he's casting an angry glance at her. Yes, and some may even have to fight against their very own nature and prove themselves to be those in good faith, to and in the good graces of Saint Cuthbert. Even those
Serenity
with dark
quips up.
heritages.
Serenity quips up. He's like, does that mean like when Typhon tried to eat the chicken and I told him no, and then he's like, but I want the chicken, but then I was like, that's bad, and then he's like, okay, I won't eat the chicken.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage as you're just like babbling as a child. Perfect.
How's that?
That is enough to make a quick getaway as he ponders if you should choose, because now more people are starting to fill up the streets.
I'll go ahead and
Do you
usher
take
everyone out.
advantage?
Yes. I see his brief distraction, and I'll go ahead and just start nudging people away.
Serenity's like, but wait, I was talking. And then she just gets
And-
drug away by Revy.
Revy and Andor are like, come on, child. You'll have to forgive us, sir. We are truly in a hurry. Oh yes, well, then like through that, there's like workers like bombarding him, like walking through. Pardon me. Have you heard the good word? Yes. This lady just ignores him and continues walking by. So you guys are free. Noble boy is still upstairs sleeping. All right,
I wanted
you guys
to
are
know.
free.
I wanted to know if Typhon was good.
Yes, he was good. He was just being an animal. That's all. Revy says, vaguely remembering some of the nonsense you spoke about the chicken, the skeletal chicken.
Baylor has no idea what that's about, but he just ignores it. Alright,
We're
so we'll
good.
go ahead and
That totally ate up only like 10 minutes, so you're good.
I'll go ahead and have we visited the magic shop in this town yet, or was it only the other town so far?
No, you haven't gone to this one yet. No.
No. Okay, I want to check it out.
All right. For being, do you all join him?
I mean, obviously. Where is Serenity gonna go? On her
Oh my
own.
God, where did you go?
I wanna-
I'm under those people.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
That's right. There you go.
I want to see if they have one of these things
Oh,
in the
Right.
Game 1 channel.
game one voice.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that
No,
earlier.
that's right. You
Oh,
mentioned that.
Mantle of
Yeah.
Regency. Okay.
Now, when you walk in, the first thing you notice is that while there aren't like weird flesh golems here to offer you tea or anything, there are stone gargoyles like mounted into the wall that, like, they're so obvious that they were like a security measure. Also, your entrance made a small, audible alarm noise. Just like a little ring as it came in.
Mhm.
And the sound of the outdoors dies a bit. It's like in the distance, you hear the dreaded noise. In the distance,
Oh God.
it's back at it again.
Rip.
This man is pretty attentive, being for the morning. Uh, looks around, and Baylor, you and Revy give me an insight check.
Okay.
Serenity's just going around ogling the shiny things and poking them whenever, she gets a chance. Being an annoying little kid.
Aha! You detect nothing. And he smiles at you all. Yes. May I help you, gentlemen, lady,
Oh,
child?
yes. I was kind of just hoping to look around. Oh, I wanted to see if what kind of cloaks you had,
Ah,
or
yes.
might you have a fancy mantle?
What was the name of what? Uh, armored gentleman. Behind you. What is your name? He's talking to you, Verdar. Verdar. He's pointing at you, but he immediately seems rather scoldy. Nothing saying.
Scaldy?
Yeah, scolding.
Oh, okay, scolding.
Scolding.
For
Oops.
Dar.
Oh, do we lose him?
Is he over here? Oh no, there
Oh,
he
there
is.
you are. Well,
I ju-
sir, go ahead.
I'm just ignoring him for the moment.
The one behind you. Make sure to keep that one in check. She can be sent to the plains just as easily as she's arrived.
Oh,
I do not mind summoning creatures in my store. The Iranishi immediately looks like, oh crap. As long as they tend to their, as long as their attendants mind them is all.
She is perfectly fine. Just watch you don't make any rash decisions.
The same goes for you, sir. And he goes and he just backs up a little bit towards the to a couple of the gargoyles and stands in between them and smiles as you all go ahead and peruse.
I'll ignore his non-presence at the moment.
Let me see. Mantle of Regency.
Serenity's up at the counter, like pointing at things, like, "What does this one do? What does this one do?"
Child, please do not break that.
I won't. I promise.
So it's rare.
As she continues to poke things.
Let me go ahead and look at the Sane book. I wonder if Sane has it. The same prices.
Oh, the prices?
Yeah.
Here, let me link this to you. I have them right here.
I have them somewhere too. Come on, open up.
There we go.
There we go. Ooh, that also gets you fly. While worn, a fly hover speed.
It lets him hover slightly, not really fly.
Yeah, and you only move 30 feet. I want to say it's more on the high end, in case Sane has something better. I don't think it has anything. Because if it doesn't have anything specific, obviously I get. It's not a combat item, which is good. There's one that's
Mm-hmm.
Quiver of Alana. Quiver of Alana is way more useful than this shit, and it's not even that rare.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I can't read.
Now, the Quiver of Alana, the one that lets you hold like 100 arrows and like 16 javelins and shit,
Wow.
is even expensive.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of arrows,
if you need some,
Looking for
there's
enchanted
definitely some
arrows?
tip ones too.
well, she probably just needs more arrows
Oh.
in general because she's been using them. Did actually like keep a record of how many she has. I'll probably just have to do that on my sheet. I don't know.
Okay, I will give you his price And I will see if you can. It's a little high.
Ooh. Might you mind
Well,
saying
Because
that to
he's
me
got
for...
he's Cloak of the Manta Ray is that,
That's crazy
and the Cloak of the Bat is also that same price. Oh, sorry, no, Cloak of the Manta Ray and the Cape of the Mountebank is at 8,000, which you do know those are market prices, but this is an unlisted item and it is the only one here. So if you'd like, go ahead and talk him down.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
Is there anything that catches Serenity's eye? Like, I don't know, something pink or shiny or something?
Let me see what the hell this is because the name sounds cool. Oops. But I've never heard of it. What the hell is this? It's an uncommon, small glass sphere, thick, small sphere of thick glass. If you are within 60 feet of it, it can emanate. Okay. Right before he talks to you, Baylor, you see him walk over to Serenity, and Serenity, you hear him mouth a word, and from it emanates a bright light, and it's pretty and glowy on something he calls a drift globe. And he says this is also for sale, but this is just one of its uses. If you got
Serenity's just
say
like,
something like a vampire here or something, this is more useful as it can cast the glow of daylight here. But I wouldn't want to harm our drow customers, would I? And he smiles
Serenity's like,
because he
ooh,
couldn't cast
shiny. And
I thank you for
literally,
not...
it is a ball of shiny.
A ball of shiny. I thank you for not casting that in front of my young Revy.
You're welcome. But yeah, where she is, it is pretty damn bright. So, Verdar, you kind of have to look away a little bit because that is the source of a light spell in a globe she's holding. And it's pretty fucking bright in here. But he can also cast daylight, but he doesn't want to use it. But he says that's also for sale. And it's a much cheaper, but you want to talk to him about prices. You're interested in this cape, sir. It's a very
Yes.
fine item. It's not called a mantle of regency for no reason.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite fantastic. But might the price be a tad high?
But it's one of the only ones I have here. I can't let it go for less than that. If you do want something less, there is, of course, the Cloak of the Manta Ray. Or perhaps other items that might interest you that don't happen to be cloaks. What do you say?
Oh, dude, Cloak of the Manta Ray sounds awesome. I don't want that right now, but
it is really good. You
Yeah.
move underwater at 60 feet
yeah.
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 And
Straight
breathe
up like
underwater.
and breathe normally.
Yeah.
And see normally, I think.
I will
Okay, the
definitely
word
come back to
Regency
that.
in it. The word Regency in it, though, has a higher price.
I'm going to eventually be like just collecting a bunch of magical cloaks.
what is this critical role?
I have a
Yes.
cloak of protection right now. I'm about to get a cloak of regency, and eventually I want to get a cloak of manta ray. But all right, yeah. So, yes. But might I talk you down to 6,000? Let's say 100.
6,000. My.
Well, because yeah, it's you're saying it's 6,750, and manta ray is
Yeah.
6,000.
My, sir. Maybe if I was if you had something to trade, like some adamantine nail or something of equivalence to knock down the price, but you just want me to do you a kindness there. Go ahead and try and see a persuasion, because like he knows his shit here. He might not be like the most powerful wizard, but he is the most powerful merchant.
The most powerful merchant. All right,
Merchant. No, he's good at fucking selling.
He is specialized in magic goods. That is his life. He's like the people
I'm just
from
trying to
Antiques
talk him down like
Roadshow.
a bard
Haggling.
haggling. Yeah, that's the word. All right, let me try.
Might I
Not as Revy.
perhaps have your companions or his bodyguard's sword here, and then maybe I can throw in an extra item, perhaps. And he smiles. He's talking
Sorry,
about
this
Bernard's
one isn't
sort
for
of sword.
sale.
There, and he's just like by the door, just crossing her arms, just pissed. Just at him, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But she's by the door in case he starts casting something.
That's fair.
She's like, fuck, I'm out. I don't want a dismissal spell thrown at my face. That suck. Poof.
What is the onyx dog again? I'm just looking through my items just to check.
I believe it is a statue that lets you summon a dog with like true sight or something.
That is worth a lot.
Yeah, it can talk, but you can only summon it once every 7 days or something.
Yeah, and it runs around, but you would know market price is 3,000. But of course, trying to sell it might haggle you down the market price, because he has to make a living and sell it at 3,000. What are you saying? Do you have anything to trade? Or you could try and convince him. Give me a persuasion.
Okay.
You're assisted by Revy, who talks about like Revy's just assisting by just telling you like that we understand you run a business, but we too are, travelers. We do not carry an entire caravan here, so you're lucky to have someone like us come in and stop by.
Yeah.
Drop this much gold, kind of thing.
How much 5e ion stone? I'm just looking at things that I might be able to trade to him. So I have one of protection, which is rare. Out of curiosity, Serenity or Verdare, did you guys want the Ion Stone of Protection?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
So it's a little stone that when you because if you want it, I won't have sold it, but if not, I was going to use it to barter. But anyway, it is a little stone that you can. I believe it still needs to. What's the term? You have to sync it to yourself.
Attune.
Attunement.
Attune. Yeah, I believe it still requires attunement. And then when it's attuned, you can just like toss it in the air near you, and then it'll start orbiting you like a planet orbits the sun.
Ooh, that's cool.
And while it's doing that, it gives you a bonus, but it can be plucked out of the air.
I mean, if you show that to Serenity and you're like, "Look what this can do," she'll definitely want that. She probably won't have any idea what it does, but she'll just think it's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, they people can just pluck it out of the air from orbiting you if they wanted, but while it's orbiting you, you get a bonus. And in the case of this Ion Stone I'm holding, is a +1 to AC.
So she's looking around, and he looks at Andor and just say, "This one's an interesting specimen." Andor looks at him. My, how much for this one? He asks you. Andor looks at you just stoically. Give me this one and we'll consider this an even trade.
He wants Andor.
Yeah. He sees a spark of intelligence in Andor, the normal human male.
Totally the normal human male. Nothing special about him. Totally mundane. No, I don't really. Yeah, so if either of you don't want it, I might use the Ion Stone as a bartering tool.
I mean, like I said, if Serenity knew what it was, or if you just showed it to her, she would be all over that. But she doesn't know it exists, so do what you want.
Okay. All right, so I'll pull out the Ion. Yes, I'll pull out the Ion Stone of Protection. And say, well, how about a trade?
A more boring trade. Sure. I did find this one interesting, though.
But yes, I still make use of that one. He's a fine bodyguard.
How much the Ion Stone's market price is 1,200. He'll give you 800. No, you know what? 750 off. You can argue it. You can argue it higher if you want. Because Remy will help again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna argue higher because this is a pretty fancy item. It was not easy to come by. So yeah, but this was a hard item for us to gather. Might you go lower, sir? And then
Oh shit. Okay. Oops. Fine. So instead of 6,750, it costs 5,750. They'll take off 1,000 with that thing, and he'll just make like 200-ish, 300 back, like off of it as his margin. But he'll agree.
That's not bad.
yeah.
We have a deal, sir.
Yes. So we're doing for 5,750.
Yep. Knocks off 1,000 with the Ion Stone, 1,200. But he needs to make his margins.
Okay. Yes. I'll do the deal. I'll do the trade.
And he sells her a filter of love because she was in line first. 70 gold. Done. Thank you. Just eyeballs the ear and knees angrily because she's so hot. And walks away. She was a plain woman. And Revy kind of just annoyed at the gargoyles that are like very slightly humming. She knows what they are. Finds them annoying. She doesn't like this place compared to the charming old man's place.
Yeah.
Back in Burksdale.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't take you an hour and a half to shop here, so that's like a good thing.
So Serenity walks up to the counter, and without batting an eyelash or anything, she walks up to the guy and asks, "Do you have anything for a chicken?"
What do you wish the chicken to do? Child, he's confused.
Serenity's confused by the question too.
Is your chicken prone to falling? Uh, do you wish your what do you wish for your chicken?
How
I could have your
about
chicken breathe flame with a dose of this potion of fire breath. Um,
Serenity's like, how about something that'll make it so that it doesn't break when you hug it?
so it doesn't break apart.
Yeah.
Um,
I almost broke it one. Well, my friend almost broke it one time when she hugged it.
he
Oh,
is
oh,
utterly confused.
and my pet, my pet almost broke it when he tried to eat it. Oh, do you have something that could make my pet talk?
Uh,
I'm the only one that can understand him.
he does. Well, you can cast Speak with Animals, which is what level scroll is that?
I think it's third or
No,
second.
Speak with Animals first level ritual.
Right. That's how I talk to him, but he doesn't know that.
Oh, but you're telling him I can talk to him, but he can't
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah, but no one else can understand him. That's what I said. Like I can talk to him, but no one else can, and sometimes I think it makes him sad.
My girl, that is a powerful spell. You would also need a component that costs at least 1,000 gold.
I scratch my head and say, "Is that a lot?" I look at Baylor. Is 1,000 gold a lot?
It's quite a hefty amount for the commoner.
But we're not commoners, are we?
Spell scroll. So he explains spell scroll level 5 will cost 640, but you have to also get the agate worth 1,000 gold, which the spell consumes.
What's he trying to sell me?
A spell
Someone
scroll.
Just a spell
Awaken.
scroll.
Yes,
Uh,
that he can have prepared for you by tomorrow.
Serenity like turns around and does that like puppy dog eye thing where she looks up at
Could you
Baylor
please spend
and
six?
and she puts her hands up like she's praying or begging and she's like, "Can I have it, please?"
The wizard doesn't buy this at all. Like you're gonna give her that money because it's a lot.
Right. I'm actually checking to see if I can't just somehow do that myself.
Here you go. It's a bard or druid spell. It's 8 hours casting.
Oh, Bard or Druid?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That's why he needs a day.
He's gonna go
Ah,
find a bard or a druid.
no, we don't need that right here. We can always go talk to one of our Druid friends.
Mm,
And I say this with a smile on my face, but I'm completely thinking about going and kidnapping a Druid.
she's
Wow, the
she's pouty.
best merchant in this town doesn't have a so simple spell.
No, yeah. Well, not on hand. Not nobody comes in and is like, I want to talk to my plant.
I'm just trying to make him look bad.
Yeah, that's true. And the Ironies actually laughs out loud at that one. He just like grumbles at you.
Serenity like turns around and pouts. Like
Take me a day.
she goes and she sits in a corner and she's like, "Fine, I didn't want it anyway."
The Ironies yawns, completely uninterested in magic
She's just
items.
like over there.
But she is munching on a small bit of biscuit that she stuffed in her pocket. So she's happy. She hands you a piece of nice buttery biscuit there, Serenity, to cheer you up.
She's so upset right now she doesn't even
She doesn't
take
want
it.
the Irony just shrugs and eats it. She kind of just says it's slightly disrespectful, but not not to Verdara at all, but it's are we done here? Uranus looks like uncomfortable and just wants to get out of the presence of someone who could dismiss her.
Yeah, I think I'm good here. I don't think there's anything I'd personally want, anyways.
Nah, I'm quite pleased with what I have. We can leave.
Congratulations, fucking Doctor Strange over here.
Yeah, that's exactly why. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, I need that. I need to be Doctor Strange now."
That's funny they put that in. All right, so he says the command word, and that glows like that damn dies even more. It's still a little bit busier. This whole ordeal only took like an hour. So it is bright, and now being 9 a.m., it is bright as shit out here. Had you been at the other store, y'all would have been like fed more tea and everything, and it would have been close to noon.
So when we get out of the store, I'm gonna be just talking out loud about how like we were overcharged all our items, and that there are plenty of other merchants that could have sold at better prices. Crud! If some other new merchant opened a shop, I'd probably go there right away. I just want to give them bad rep, like really bad rep. Right
Yeah.
now.
Serenity walks out dejected. She's not talking to anyone. Just her eyes are
You,
down.
You hear this as a passerby tells you, "Oh, that's just the Alaman's tax," as he puts it. Jerk. She walks away, agreeing with you. You do a couple people, just like, huh. Right. An old woman, creepy looking, just asks if you can move. The Uranus lets her move. She's not like a weird, like, it's not like that other old lady that was yelling at that Serenity right there. But shopping is done. It is bright ass morning, and it is lively out here.
Yep. My favorite kind of place.
Lively and full of fucking sunlight.
Let's spend some time at the library, shall we?
It's probably quieter than it is out here, and not sunlight.
Can't teach Typhon to read with books.
Actually, can you not teach him to read books?
He's not smart enough.
No, he's not smart enough. Awaken gives him
You have to have
intelligence
like
of
an
10.
int of 10 or 5 or something.
Can you give him comprehend?
I don't.
I
have
guess
that.
temporarily comprehend languages.
Yeah, you give him
I guess I
comprehend
could.
and have him read a intelligence book that increases his intelligence permanently by 2.
This is a long workaround.
You only need to spend 40 hours on it?
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
like 3 weeks or something. Something crazy.
No, not
So-
that long.
You guys hear like a little bit of music, but as soon as you guys walk away, it starts to die out.
Okay.
Just because you guys are getting further away. And which bookstore are you going to? The one that seems to have a long line coming outside of it, or the older looking one? The one with the long line looks like it's got a lot of people who are interested in reading.
Which one is
A couple
that?
of them. The one completely to the north, the library/bookstore.
Can we not go in that one?
We can go in the quieter one.
Yeah, the quieter one's the older one. The other one has like a line like outside. But you can see people coming through in and out with some books, but there's a lot of people just in line for another reason. You guys smell something in the distance. It smells very strange. It's not like a tea. Something else that's roasted and it's very pungent. and it's not bad smelling. The Urinese actually just, for a moment, Bernier just tears away from you, not to like run off forward, but like she just slightly falls behind because she's stopping and sniffing the air, and it's curious. Well, that's a new one.
The secret ingredient is people.
Yes, it's beans. It's crushed beans for some reason.
They've got to be using some suggestive magic on it. That's the only reason it's that good.
Coffee's just that fucking rare and powerful. All right. So, to the bookstore. It is the first thing you open. You do when you open the door. I'll take it as going this order.
Yeah, that works.
She hangs back because she's smelling the coffee around the corner. But anyway, it's curious. You were Baylor. You were assailed by the smell of leather and paper, just completely. And it looks like there are stacks all neatly organized up and down. But at the end of each hallway, it looks like there's a stack of short books that look like somewhat in disarray, but not overly so. It looks like there's like a pile that still needs to go through. Also, further in to the left, you see what seems to be private reading rooms. None of them full right now, it being 9 a.m. And you see an angry bookseller looking at the window. Obviously, this is the owner looking at the window, shaking her head.
She's looking at the other shop angrily.
Yeah. This one is arranging books. But so far, you guys are the only ones in here. Serenity, it really, really kind of stinks in here. It's not as good as whatever its smell was outside. Well, it doesn't stink bad, but it stinks like you're putting your nose right up to a book. Like, exactly like that. Verdere, same thing. Like, nose first into a book.
Serenity.
You see Revy take a deep breath and smile.
Serenity is just like muttering to herself, and it smells bad too now.
It's like,
She is not having a happy day. Her day was great with breakfast, and then it just like it's gone
just
downhill.
She doesn't like the smell of books? Grah.
sure smells like a lot of Kindle in here, says the Urinase. Gets an immediate death stare from the one arranging the books. What? Something I said? Shh. Even though you guys are the only ones in here. Don't. What? Shush me? Uh-oh. Don't shush me, you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start perusing the shelves. Looking for something to catch some title to catch my eye.
Gosh. What is she doing?
Serenity.
Why am I laggy? Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Serenity's just
The
like in the
Urinase
corner, like kicking the ground.
walks up to her and just hands on her hips like, don't shush me. And the employee leans over to her and right in her face, puts her finger on lips and goes, shh. Pissed off, she walks back. Ugh. Shushing me. So that was that exchange.
I'm surprised they didn't get into a shish war.
I think they prefer people to be quieter here. Do not disturb other people reading, I guess.
Nobody here reading. What are you only dorks in here? Revy just looks at her and is like, just at the ear and he's having no class. Serenity, are you okay?
No. I guess.
The Earnese walks over to Serenity and whispers. Well, she leans over like she's about to say something, then tilts her head to look at the woman still looking at her, and then says in a more hushed tone, "I'll help you get that druid if it'll make you feel better, so we can get the spell, okay?"
Okay.
She's trying to cheer you up.
She
I mean,
Serenity is just, still bummed out, but she's like, whatever, okay. She didn't want to wait. It was right there, and kids don't
it's fucking right there.
kids
We're here.
kids don't
I can get 'em to
understand
talk.
waiting. Yeah, it's like it's here. I can do it now, but waiting, that's like forever from now, and
We could do it later with a way that's free and requires torture. What's there to miss out on?
All right.
It's like a
So, you wish to? What are you looking for in particular? You can actually ask for some help. The owner is still pissed off, lying outside. The other one says, "We have a customer." Oh, well. Welcome, gentlemen. Is there anything, and ladies? Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm just looking for something to add to my library. And I'm going to kind of, while I'm saying that, just motion with my fingers on the desk. Not like I'm not trying to obviously get their attention with my hand, but I'll just be it might look like I'm just kind of poking at the desk as I'm doing it, but I'm doing I'm kind of making the symbol that I saw that was outside.
Yes. Yes, of course. Come this way. As you say that, the Earnese actually claps her hands and is delighted, and she just says, "I haven't seen a copy of this since I was last in this."
What is she looking at?
Book. Erotic. She finds some weird, like, twisted erotica novel that she swears is like she swears that she knows just the devil who wrote it too. Once again, due to her excitement, she just holds her temper, smiles and nods. She's going to take the book and explain it to you, Verdar, as the owner goes ahead and takes you to her back room.
Serenity's listening in if they don't go anywhere. She's just like sitting there listening.
She's not gonna even like not tell you because Revy is immediately dealing with cult business and completely forgot about you while this is going on.
Yes.
So the Earnese explains a book that she swears she knows the devil who wrote it, and this is kind of like some weird domination thing he had over an enemy demon that was captured. But then the demon falls hard for the devil, and it's a forbidden romance. At the same time, it's very graphic.
Hot.
Yeah, it's so terrible. Now, but Verdar, it actually sounds like a terrible, like, Daniel Steele type novel. Like, you got Penny Dreadfuls, and then you got one of those romance rags. To her, it is very special. But to, like, everyone else, like, it looks like just another romance rag. But she swears she has a connection to it. but she doesn't want it because it is smut and we're here on business. She's excited. She actually like, oh shit, I know something in this bookstore, so she puts it back.
Serenity had no idea what she was talking about, other than like love and demons. So whenever she puts it back, Serenity will like walk over there and take it and start reading it.
Serenity, give me a wisdom, or no, actually, give me just roll me a 1d2.
1d2.
You're just opening the book in the middle of it. The Irenaeus snatches the book from your hand. No, not these pages. Here, she gives you a book on. No, not magic. Here, Dark Tales of the Swamps. She just grabs you a random thing. This is interesting, right? No, it's not. She's like flipping through it with you and it's like, this is a terrible book. Excuse me, why do you only have terrible books? God, so they're she's being stressed out just with the Irenaeus and Verdar. Verdar, are you looking for anything in particular?
Let's look for a book on.
So she wants to say "shoo" at you, but you're like clanking. So you can't help it.
Clank. Okay, so there's kind of two things I want to look for. I want to look for just kind of some general religious, or either more specific, religious books that are just kind of out of the ordinary, you wouldn't see every day, or some books on battle tactics.
They do have some historical battle tactic books. As for the Irenaeus that's wandering around the library, yes. Verdar, so you do get some historical battle books, and some of them even like with interesting uses of like archer formations.
Mm-hmm.
But when you ask if you can be directed to some like strange religious tomes, you're trying to wonder anything about the Ooh. Oh, sorry, I said that loud. I should have. All right. Anyway, Verdar. So, any weird religious texts? Are you looking for more rituals or on historical religious stuff?
More historical.
Okay. That they definitely have. She would have had to told you like, well, we have some stuff, but for more details, you have to go to like a different magic store or a temple. But do have some historical works on gods. What kind of god are you interested in? Just any random weird thing?
Yeah, just give me something random.
I have something that might interest you. And it actually deals with a Holybeam tale, which she explains to you has to deal with the Order of St. Cuthbert. And she tells you you're not supposed to carry this, but we've recently won a case against the Cuthbertites. And it is a heretical book. Bam! There you go. Tales of the Vulgar Fool. It is legit, like it completely paints the god in a bad light, but because of their own tenets and freedom of speech, they were allowed to carry this book in this store. Because she explains that the owner was brought up on charges, but she mainly had this book for academic reasons and not for to spread the word around. Funny note that Vecna, that not Vecna, Baylor, you know, she's totally doing this for the cult. She's
Nice.
totally doing this for the cult.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let me get some. Let's see. Just give me an investigation check, Fuzzy, and let me see what you get.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
What can I help you with, Baylor?
Yes, I am looking for someone who I have reason to believe may have gotten on someone's bad side here. I have a contact who would very much like to retrieve something from this individual.
How does this involve us? Do you believe that we have something to do?
I have reason to believe he is being held by one of us. I am not looking to free him. I am simply looking for something that he has.
And you believe that those of our sect are in possession of this person who has something that we possess, that he possesses that you want.
Yes.
I do have some information on that. But what interest is it of it to the cult? You'll have to forgive me for my forwardness, but I was told that if someone sought me out, I was to ask for a purpose.
You were told to inquire about someone's mission? Are they
Yes.
looking for someone in particular?
Well, frankly, it could be you, Baylor. I don't know. Come here
Yes.
with a companion, and I was told that you would possibly be walking around with a companion.
Possibly. I need this item for a contact who is helping smooth my search for an item that is immensely desirable to the church.
You don't dare speak of a hand, do you? Or you speak of something else that he has. Because last I was told that we had a few in this region with a hand. Do you believe it here, or do you believe that this person took the tape?
This person doesn't have that. He simply has something that someone else needs. And this other person is a contact of mine that makes it very much easier to work in the region. He does not know of the ultimate mission, nor will he. But his continued support is appreciated.
Okay. Baylor, let me be frank here. I worry for you, companions. This person that you're possibly talking about and supporting and also working for still not pleased with you or your progress. And I understand what you're trying to do and spread the word. It might take some time. But he is not satisfied with the results and started to work on his own. And he thinks he might be somewhere, but not when it comes with searching the hand, but he thinks he might be looking at something else. This was a very slippery fellow, but he might have finally got himself caught. And what angered him more, as he was questioned, he dropped your name and stated he was one of your companions. This angered him even more.
Yes, that was foolish of him, wasn't it?
Foolish, or possibly part of his plan, because now you're here, and so is he.
Yes, unfortunately for me, if he was trying to lure me here using this individual, his plan seems to have worked, though not for the reason he suspects. I'm not here for him. Again, I'm just here for... And then, what was it again? A orb of dragon kind? Yes, I'm here for the an item he had in his possession, an orb of dragon kind.
So this matter seems to be at cross purposes with his as well. So, Baylor, do you wish to seek him out?
Yes.
You might run into some of those that serve your master.
Yes, that's always a possibility.
I am neutral in this, as I am only merely a spawn of Vecna. I wish to remain so. I do not have any. I've grown old, and I do not have much in the way of stamina for this kind of guile or treachery. I am merely here to assist our great knower of all secrets, and those who serve him, those who serve the organs, such as yourself. Oregon being, your own little sect that you started.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I would not expect you to change your neutrality in this. In fact, I quite appreciate it, frankly. We need more people in the cause, hoping to support the cause itself instead of this roundabout method of trying to get at me, sending me on this mission that, while not doomed, he should know will take time.
Well, however it turns out, I hope that in the end it serves Vecna.
That is only ever my goal.
She goes and she tells you to speak to she doesn't tell you exactly where he is, but she knows whom you need to talk to. And she says he's on the more southwest or southeast side of the city. He will be a man who also is a spawn, and one who we support as the eyes on this city, and who better to be not noticed. You hear a loud yawn from outside for all Master Enemy, but who not be noticed. Shh! Just also yelled from the front. This man is a beggar on the street. Who better to not be noticed than one who looks disheveled?
It's a good disguise. People's eyes always glance over like water over a brook, over a rock in a brook or whatever.
But yes, this man southeast side, he could possibly tell you where he was captured and where he was taken. I, wishing to remain neutral, am not an information broker. I'm merely somebody who just wants to allow us to communicate. He is more knowledgeable.
I
So
think
there, your books total are 3 gold. Sound good?
Are you talking to me? Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, 3
Okay.
gold for there.
3 gold.
The Earnese tries to read through the book, but she's immediately told that if she's not going to buy it, put it back. And she's like, fine, I don't want to give this place my patronage. Just as you offer 3 gold. Just she goes a little humble.
3 gold. Okay. I guess it is a book. All right.
Well, there's 2 books, so it's 1.5 each.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, 3 gold then.
Serenity, give me a will save to stay awake.
A what save? A will save?
To stay awake.
Okay.
You're
will.
starting to nod off.
What do you mean will?
wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom, sorry, yeah, sorry.
Alright.
I said that. Okay. You immediately just you yawn loudly when that's enough to actually give you a little energy, just because saying the word yawn almost made me yawn. But anyway,
Right.
it woke you up because you did so loud and you got shushed at, and you didn't think you were that loud, so it startled you when you got shushed at.
Right. Well.
But at this moment, Baylor, you see Baylor speaking with the owner as Revy steps out. Oh, you're awake. Let me see something. Nope, I don't see it. Okay. Check something real quick. Oh, sorry for that, Serenity. Are you ready to go?
I very condescendingly go.
For a child.
Shh. Yeah, for a child, go. Shh.
Revy kind of hold on. Revy actually looks at you. Now I can do something for Revy. She stifles it, but you can tell she was about to chuckle. But you have a little exchange of smiles, and it's like big sister to little sister. She's literally smiling at you, she almost laughed because you did something hilarious, and she almost couldn't help herself. So she kind of covers her mouth, stifles it, and then kind of just looks serious again on purpose. But you can tell that she still almost laughed. She's got to put on her serious face now. This is serious business. We just got some cult shit happening.
Revy or Serenity's just like Serenity whispers, "I'm bored."
It's all right, child. We won't be soon. And she pats you on the head. Stay on your toes, okay? We'll need of your power very soon.
Serenity takes that literally, and she stands up and tries to walk on her toes.
God, you're so fucking cute. It hurts. The Uranese is just are we done? I don't give this place any more of my patronage. Yes, we're done. My master just saying his goodbyes. Verdar, you actually bought books? The Uranese says. Revy smiles at Verdar as clutching 2 books that he's purchased.
Mm-hmm. I'll actually show the one, the Tales of the Vulgar, to Revy. Like, hey, check out this one.
She knows immediately what that is and smirks oh, this is fine.
It's a very amusing book.
A heresy. Oh, don't be walking around with that in front of you. we're the only ones here. I don't know what your deal is. She's just like in her face because of earlier. They're just like staring daggers at each other.
While we're out murdering the guy for the ring, the Airneeds is just gonna slink out and murder this girl.
Right.
The owner extends her hand and in a goodbye, there, Baylor.
All right. I go ahead and stand and thank her for her time and start to head out.
Wish
After,
you well.
yes.
Wish you well, Baylor. I do not bear any ill to any of your servants of our great Lord. But just be careful.
Thank you. Whispered one, guide me. Whispered one, guide you.
As well. God, I'm so religious. Fucking cleric asshole. Alright, so now you have a lead, and you all smell of books, and this ate up like an hour and a half. This is still morning. It's actually getting like brightest part of the day, morning.
I suppose to keep from the public eyes, I'll stash the book in my satchel.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Nadine,
right.
my dear, can I have you step in here for a moment? Yes, my lady. And, shut the door. It's just all of you in the store.
We'll go ahead and head out.
We're not gonna steal everything, not now. Done. Like this is Skyrim.
The Verdar, you immediately notice the Irenes staring at the book and staring at the closed door. She mouths and says, "Can I just take it?"
Wait, what's she looking at?
To the book that she was looking at earlier.
The pervy one.
The exotic one?
Yeah.
Whatever.
She giggles and like stifled giggles and takes it and runs out the door. Stole from that bitch.
Oh wow.
It's not even a good book, but she swears it's good.
The second Serenity gets out of the bookstore, she walks up to Revi and she says, "This hurts. Can I walk normally now?"
Yeah, because Serenity's walking like slowly, like while everyone's walking normal
on
pace.
her toes, like.
Yeah. I didn't mean literally. Come on, girl. She says like slightly you just being a pain in the ass, but it's sisterly.
All right, so
she's finding this emotion stuff weird. It's very amped as a vampire. She's very not used to this shit.
Everything is different now.
So what's the next plan?
I suppose we can rest some in the
Druid.
inn, and then I have someone.
You just hear Serenity saying, "Druid, Druid."
Druid for after we leave this town.
Are there going to be any more bookstores? Says the Uranus.
Well,
right next to you, Baylor, like leaning up against the wall.
There's only one other bookstore in this town, I'm pretty sure.
I think we're done with bookstores for now.
Yes, we are. The Uranus says once again, being assaulted by the smell of coffee.
She's really interested in coffee.
We'll try that. Verdar, we have to try some before we leave.
Not right now, maybe later.
I'll hold you to that.
Serenity says, "I'll go with you."
How busy is it? Still look really busy right now?
In hours past, it's not as busy, but there's like 2 people outside as opposed to like 20, which I have seen in San Francisco before at a coffee shop. It's nuts. 20 people outside. So it wouldn't take that long.
If it was
15 minutes. 2 silver a cup. but their large is 4 silver. That's kind of expensive, but you get a lot of it. Frothy.
All right, if everyone else is interested. Sounds
Wait,
like
what's-
Serenity and the
What's
Ernie's
going on?
They want to get coffee.
Oh gosh. I don't know the effects of this in character.
All right.
And it's pretty busy, so it's gonna probably fuck you up a bit.
I'm not going inside.
You're not going. You don't want a coffee. She'll save you some to try.
There's way too many people in there.
Serenity, do you have money? Ask the Ernie's.
I thought the Ernie's had money.
She does, but she wants her to buy it.
Oh.
She's asking a child to buy for her.
Does Serenity have money?
I think you have some, right? Serenity, you revving? You have some, right?
Oh my gosh, you have money. Why are you asking?
Okay, fine. I'll get everyone. She'll get everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Verdar, can you help me out here? Or someone? Because she bought 4 larges. Or 5 larges.
Freaking.
Andor can help.
Where is
that's right, yeah.
Andor?
Oh, y'all forgot Andor. He was
He's still in
outside
the bookstore reading.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, of course. Oh, send the scullery man to do it.
What's a coffee's impression score?
What's that?
What's the coffee's impression score so I can like decide whether or not I hate it or not?
Let me see.
What's an impression score?
Yeah,
I don't know.
no idea.
I don't know. Some games use it where it's like if you make a first impression
Something
against
for him.
someone,
Yeah.
like you can either like really hate them and you're always negatively view them, or you can.
Oh
really
God,
like
it's
them.
kind of like
Or the darkness does it.
whether an NPC, yeah, or kind of like how an NPC in D&D is like immediately hostile or immediately like friendly, etc.
Mhm.
So let me see. So she got you all. So you smell strong stuff, but this isn't the strongest stuff. This is really sweet stuff she got you. So you're not used to sweet. Serenity, you'll love it. This shit is like liquid candy. And it was a bad idea to give to you, too, because it's very strong and charged.
I mean, bunch of caffeine, bunch of sugar,
yeah.
all mixed in together.
For Dar, you smell it. It smells strong, but like your first sip, it's sickly sweet. Like you're not used to like this sweetness at all. It's kind of like it punches you. It's like like basically she got you like a frappuccino.
Oh, this is.
It's so sickly sweet, and there's so much of it, and it's frothy too. And it's very warm or very hot. You don't know what the hell the point of like what
is the
deal
yeah? What is this?
It's hot sugar water is what it is, or sugar water with like cow's milk. None of that shit makes sense to you whatsoever. The Irenes kind of likes it. The Drow, she's just like I can't. Or the Revy's like I can't. Why did you get me one? I can't even.
Serenity is already asking for another one.
Don't give her the second.
She kissed. Revy doesn't want it. She's like, I don't want it. There's somebody else. I guess Serenity, you just pluck it from her hands.
Yeah, I just like take it from her. I'm just like.
Serenity, your move speed is 5 more for like the next couple hours.
Okay.
It's 35 instead of 30.
It would be 30 instead of 25, but yeah.
10, 25, yeah. That's what I mean. Just, yeah! Also, +1 to any saves just to be put to sleep, basically.
Okay.
That lasts until these effects wear off. But
Okay.
just like a because this shit is strong. Also, unfortunately, for any -1 on any persuasion or intimidation attempts, as you just chatter too much.
Fucking cheater.
But there you go. But there you go. This is amazing.
I'm gonna give the rest of mine to the ear. It's like, if you want this, you can have it.
The ear knees will take it. Ooh, I'll take it. Do you want yours, Baylor?
I'll try it. I'll finish it, but let me see if I like it. I'll roll a 1d10, I think. We'll say high, I like it. Low, I dislike it.
From 1 to 10, how do you like this?
Pretty much. No.
Oh, it's too fucking sweet.
He's
It's too sweet. This thing. Whatever the hell she ordered is not what you were smelling earlier.
well, you don't throw up.
Yeah, you don't throw up, but you're just like, ugh. Why are you drinking like liquid like sweetened milk? Like, what the hell is this?
Oh my god.
Sweetened milk with like burnt coffee, or no, burnt like chunks of beans that were like filtered through it. This shit does not make sense to you. Or Verdar, either. Verdar doesn't drink milk in the first place. Also, they don't really boil much underground.
Nope. It's usually pretty cold.
Yep. So maybe you would have liked a nice one. They don't have that here. But nice drinks don't come for another 1,000 years. No, I was kidding. But yeah, this stuff is terrible for you all. There's only 2 fans that like it, and of course, it is the Irenes and it is Serenity, who is looking. Her pupils are looking around everywhere. The Irenes, not so much because she cannot be poisoned,
Right.
but she loves its flavor. This is very new, and she was gonna get an extra one for the road, but seeing as she's got an extra one, she's good. All right, that took just 20 minutes of ordering and making it. So it's 11:10. It is now bright as shit. Some evil game we're having. You guys are
Right.
drinking,
I know.
drinking
right?
coffee and
Drinking
shit.
coffee. Totally an evil game.
Well, you just gave the little girl 2 frappuccinos. That is kind of evil.
Yeah, when she has the crash.
Oh, that's right. So after 2 hours, Serenity, you want to sleep.
I'm compelled.
So I guess you guys were headed to the inn, weren't you?
Yeah.
So Serenity's all like hyper and shit. Come around noon when you get to the inn.
I'm like running around and I'm like bouncing on my toes and I'm just like I want to play. I want to go do stuff. I want to do stuff. I twitch. I twitch. I twitch.
Lunch is
See,
available for those
there's
that
something
want
wrong
lunch.
with that. That is just not meant to be drank or consumed.
Baylor
Ernie
cringed
says
it
you're
down,
just
but
being
he
stuffy
agreed.
drow. It's not mushroom gruel, I understand. Although she did like the mushroom gruel, she's not gonna lie. Why the fuck
Baylor-
Revy? I put Revy there, and this happens to be. I was like, I'll have 2, please. And she doesn't want it.
Baylor agrees, though, with Verder. It wasn't very good. He cringed it down, but he's more of a unsweet tea drinker.
So Serenity. This is what Serenity says. She says, "What do you mean you don't like it? It was amazing, but all you hear is."
You guys can enjoy a light lunch, but come around 1 p.m. Those bonuses go away, and Serenity, you feel drained. Like, you feel the effects of, like, fatigue hard. Like you've been walking all day and staying awake hard. Fatigue.
Do I take any exhaustion or anything?
No, it's not that bad, but you're just, like, you're just sleepy. Like,
So
little
sleepy.
kid sleepy, so sleepy. Like, you should be, like, it's late at night sleepy. Not like exhaustion sleepy, though.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Like,
That's like I stayed up and I kept force marching awake. But this is just like you're the opposite of that good feeling that you had earlier after a couple hours.
All right. I fall asleep on the table.
And you're just asleep on the table. The Uranese is not sleepy, but she is like curious of the effects of this because you were all hyper one moment and almost in an instant you're down.
So crashed so hard.
And since you're a child, you just wanted to give in. Just like I'm just like you have a little bits of finished lunch around you, like because you pushed like a plate off to the side and you're just like asleep, face on the table.
I have my like
oh.
little plush doll out, and I'm just like using it as a pillow.
Serenity or Remy looks at like she. Oh, that must have been that coffee nonsense. I'm sorry, my lord. I couldn't drink mine for obvious reasons.
Oh, it's all right. I don't begrudge you.
I was spared. If you didn't like it. And
yes.
My fellow drow over here.
It was quite unpalatable.
Shall we wait to do what we're here to do at night? Get rid of this wretched bright sun, because it's bright as shit at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Now. But it's soothing in here, because that little effect by the door.
Yeah.
So even when somebody comes in, like it's muted light that it's a wall.
We can wait till sundown and then we'll head out.
So any errands you need to do at the end, catch up on sleep. Actually, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good. Serenity is going to be carried upstairs to go to sleep because everyone's kind of just looking at her. And if you'll excuse me, Lord Baylor. She goes upstairs and drops Serenity off. The little kid says hi, but Serenity just stares daggers at her and like, go away, she's sleeping. Oh, okay. So Serenity, whenever you wake up later, you're in bed. You don't remember. You vaguely remember being carried, but you're too tired, so it makes sense you're in bed. You're tucked in too, but you're fully clothed. You're tucked in with your shoes on. She's not good at this.
No, Baylor doesn't really need to waste any time. Probably just commandeer Andor's room for a bit, since Serenity is asleep in the main one.
Right.
And then Baylor and Revy will just pass some time in there.
So, Verder, and what are you up to until sunset? Anything you can do? You gotta pass 6 hours.
Oh gosh.
Uranese is reading. She's set. She don't need shit. She's into her book.
You know what? I'll play some. I'll see if there's anyone around that wants to play some chess. Why not?
I'll play.
Who? Who's playing?
Andor.
Oh yeah, I'll play Andor.
So roll your and you have one more taker after that. I guess he's rolling int. Come on, 12, baby. 11. Excellent. Plus 1. Yeah, you beat him. Chess. Yes, we actually got to use chess.
I've got to use it a couple times.
That's true, you did. Oh yeah, on the road.
Yeah, that's the only game we
God,
had.
it's so boring. I'll let this gentleman go against you. That's plus 2. Let's see, this one. Ah!
Oh,
Holy shit, he's terrible.
Oh man.
So you checkmate him in like 9 moves.
Okay.
And he's just like, oh, well, that was a pathetic display. Thank you very much. And now,
Next.
no. Let's try one more. Fuck it, I'll try. Oh, he doesn't say fucking else. Oh, perhaps that was Strauss. This guy is a bit smarter. +3. Aha! One more time. I did
Ooh.
well. Ooh, you truly are formidable.
Damn.
Aha! I got you. One more time, and we'll determine the true winner. Ooh,
Dang, he's good.
yeah, baby.
Oh,
All
God.
right. Well, so he'll teach you something. He'll just teach you a couple gambits. He tells you why he castled early, even though it looked foolish and whatnot. But he tells you it was a good play. Thank you. This guy, give me a perception check as you notice something about him walking away. No, he didn't steal from you, but you just noticed something him walking away.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing so
well,
badly.
might as well get him out of the way now. All right. You don't. Well, with the 5, you will notice that he has no magical ring, but he has something magical around his collar, and it's just the clasps on his cloak. And his build seems that he is someone rather like, even though he's small, like Hathor says, he is rather athletic and intelligent. Not book smart though, more crafty.
He's not a halfling, is he?
Oh yeah, he's a halfling.
He is a halfling?
Yes.
He doesn't look familiar by chance, does he?
No, not the one you're looking for.
Okay.
Well, he is a halfling.
Or is he?
Or is he?
He might be
I've been here for
illusion.
3 days. Where have you been? Yes. I mean, you could try and check that out if you wish. He is a halfling in a bar in the corner, smiling and playing chess with you, and then he goes back to the corner. Racist.
I
They
guess.
all know each other.
I guess could have Ernie's. It's like, hey, does anything look off about that guy?
The true sight.
I mean-
No, nothing on, nothing wrong with him. Other than I see he does have a magical cloak. He doesn't have a magical weapon on him. That cloak is nice though. Nothing else. He focuses on this. It's a nice cloak. It'd be a shame if you were to lose it. Or sits on the bar, not realizing what he's doing, and this guy asks him if he wants a drink. Or being confused. Oh, no, thank you. And he goes to the night table. He's like, I don't drink it. There's no point in sitting stuff. All right. So you all pass the time. Dinner service starts at 6. You all are well fed. There's even a knock at the door because she left a Revi left a message earlier to have meals brought up to the room. So that's kind of nice.
All right, cool.
Serenity, you wake up to the smell of roast pork in the room.
Serenity's gonna be up all night. She took a nap. It's
Well, that's good because that's when we're heading out. So
Yeah.
okay, perfect.
So she's sleeping. Or not sleeping. Revi comes in with the wait staff, and there is a plate that is for you, and some for some plate, some steelware for you to cut your nice roast pork. Everything is child friendly for you. The pork is kind of pulled apart. The wait staff made sure. Well, nothing for you to choke on, right? Pulled apart. There's a little bit to be a little bit of rice type grain. It's very fine. That's for you, and it looks like mashed potatoes. It's all very easy to digest. I need a kid's plate.
Lovely.
Well, kids can't choke on this stuff. You don't get the big bone or anything, and it's pretty damn good. And Revy says that we'll all be waiting downstairs for you. Baylor, if you head downstairs,
Yep.
the Ioannis and Andor. Ioannis is reading, and Andor is looking over her shoulder, and she's leaning towards him so he can see. He's fucking reading.
All
That's
right.
a new one. That's a new one. Again, like he's straight up like reading a book with the Ioannis because he asked. He apparently asked, and she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." She doesn't care. I will share smut with you, Mister. I have no genitalia. So what's he gonna know? What's he gonna care? It's not like he's gonna get aroused or anything. He's a fucking skeleton.
Right.
Or so you think.
Yes.
All right. I just take note of it or whatever and just continue on. Just continue to ignore this.
Take note of it and then realize he's beneath your note and then forget about it a moment later.
Yes, exactly.
He's like, huh, the furniture's reading. Oh, hey, look, there's furniture. Okay.
Basically. All right, and so I'm out now to mingle and wait and eat, and then we'll head out.
Right. So around 7:30, you guys are still prepared. The sun is now completely set at 7:30. It's easily set. In fact, the brightness effect here, it's kind of nice and dimly lit here, but the brightness, of course, ends right at the doorway. The opposite of what happened during the day.
Okay, yeah.
And where you all headed?
All right, I start leading the group to the southeast.
Including Andor?
Yes. We are. I'm keeping an eye out for a beggar.
Okay. Do you let the others know as well?
Uh,
You. Well, just you and Revy.
Yeah, I'll have told Revy for sure.
Oh no, Revy was in the room.
Oh right, no, yeah, just she was in the room. I forgot about that. Yeah, for now, just us. I'm not going to bring attention to it for what exactly I'm looking for in case anyone's
Andor feels compelled to go around the other way. Oh, if you guys head out, he does not want to go anywhere near that temple. So he insists on going this way. Revy will get the same pull. Like
All right.
the ground's really close, or she just does not.
Yeah. Let's head down this way, I suppose. Because I don't know exactly where, I just know the southeast part of the city.
The Ioannis notes that Revy and Andor feel uncomfortable and smirks, as it doesn't really affect her. But she thinks it's cute. So you and Revy are leading the party. Go ahead and give me investigation checks. What the hell? I haven't grabbed one again. Ah. So Baylor.
Oh God.
So let me move somebody around.
Perfect. We wind up outside of the gate.
No.
In the woods. How did we end up here? I don't know.
All right. Takes you about 30, 45 minutes. Some little girl is running away because she's giggling. Her mother's trying to get her back. But you find a beggar on the street. Right here. And he seems to be playing a fucked up lute. and someone throws him a copper in there. He thanks him. This old lady just kind of stares at him and demands he stop and use his earnings to get some lessons. See him. 15 feet away. Serenity, this beggar kind of eyes you and he smiles and he's missing a couple front teeth.
Ew. Serenity shrinks back and she's just like, ew.
The Ernie sighs and she's just like, hopefully we found what we're looking for. We've spent almost an hour.
This man knows, or looks like he has seen some things.
And some stuff.
What do you recommend it? I love that fucking. Anyway, this lady just shakes her head, tosses in a copper, and walks off. And he continues to strut his lute shittily. And he smiles at you and continues to pluck the strings and just smiles. And then he points to his ragged hat that seems to be filled with small coins.
I'll go ahead and drop some silver in there.
Kind blessings to you, my lord, he says in a rather gruff tone. Shall I play you a tune?
Ah, yes. Something about secrets.
Well, it's no secret that he's terrible. Well, he's slightly below average this role, but it's pretty terrible. And then he claps for himself. And he tells you, that's the one I call secrets. Go ahead and give me an insight roll.
All right.
This is legit a beggar and nothing else.
I go ahead and move on.
So give me an investigation check.
Nice. That's funny.
All right. And Revi can either give you advantage or try herself.
I'll just let her try. Oh my god.
All right.
Yes.
You two are by the tanning district, and you don't see beggars, but you see a lot of poor people. Another hour. Go ahead and roll again.
At this point, I'm going to sigh morosely and see. I'll ask Verdare and the Aranese how well they are at searching for someone, and I'll briefly describe what we're looking for in hushed tones.
You're asking for help now.
Yes. I didn't want to talk earlier because I didn't want eavesdroppers, but I assume that we're in a more secure location and that...
I mean, aren't all poor people beggars in his eyes? I mean...
There, you're close, but you have guided everybody farther away from the tanning district because these are all just poor people, and a beggar would not beg in a poor area because everyone's strapped for cash.
Yeah,
that's good. Irenes will try. She's like, if you're gonna look for beggar, you're probably gonna find either performers or somebody, so they'll be near possibly. Or we could also look for her. She's just thinking slightly out loud, like as you guys ask her that. So I'm going to just roll her straight intelligence.
Wow.
Holy
Dude.
crap! Ah! And you guys find
I know exactly where beggars are.
so her guess was correct, and I'll move y'all because I need to grab me a prostitute real quick. Ah,
Things that don't make you bat an eye in a D&D game. Let me just go grab a prostitute real quick.
see real quick.
Real quick.
And you have a prostitute yelling at what looks like to be a homeless dwarf who is getting kicked on the ground for not paying up. Ah! This might be what you're looking for there. This looks like a beggar who looks like he's terrible at using his coin. This prostitute straight kicking on him. She's like, ah! I told you I'd pay. It's like, what I tell you? You can't get in here without any gold. So you come in, the first thing you do is try to touch the girls. Get out! Ah, and he gets booted out, and he's on the ground like injured. She just storms away inside. Not without the ear knees catching her eye though, and the prostitute winks at the ear knees, and the ear knees looks uninterested because she's on a mission. Not fine. The prostitute goes inside.
Because a prostitute is someone that loves you, no matter who you are, what you look like.
Is this really the guy? He's still on the ground.
Appearances can be deceiving.
She shrugs and just goes toward the nearest side.
You look like you have some good eyes on you.
Who's asking? He says on the ground, like writhing. Stands up a little bit, dusts himself off. Really dusty. You kind of have to take a step back for a moment. Also, as he stands up, 4 silver fall out of his pockets that have holes in them, and his eyes glance wide, and he immediately punches down again to pick up all 4 coins. 1 rolls against your shoe. You kick it back at him, I guess, like scoot it back with your foot.
I'll go ahead and pick it up and then slip another silver into my palm and hand them both to him.
Come on. You have something for a guy down on his luck?
I'm looking for someone. And I was
We
thinking
all are.
you might be able to
And he
help.
laughs and he like nods his head towards the prostitute harem house or whatever.
Right. I'm not looking for something quite like that.
Whoa, buddy. If you're looking for a good time with me, I don't go that way,
God
understand?
damn it. God damn it. Alright.
Serenity's like, what does that mean?
I have quite a good memory myself, and I was just wondering if you might find someone. And I stress memory here.
Yes. I remember someone. Ah, yes. You're coming here for information. Something else I seem to specialize in. And trade. That is to someone of proper resource. Mind you, how much are you willing to pay for said information? Right now, he only sees you as someone wanting to pay for information.
Right. By the way, when I was stressing the word memory, I was like, because like I'm a memory of Vecna.
Ah, he gets that. Ah, yeah. Well, Well, that's not much. So he mentions if you would kindly just place a gold coin on his finger, he would be glad to help you. Finger of Vecna.
Yes.
There you go.
And
So-
yeah, I gotta do that. Oh my god.
So he does that. You hear this hush, but loud enough for Revy. I can't even spell Revy. Anyway, for her to say it to reassure you that she's keeping Serenity in check. That's not to make him angry. So you hear that second part.
Yeah.
Ah, very well. So he takes the gold coin, kind of like a fee for their service.
hmm
Now, how may I help you? Come here. Let's go somewhere we can talk. And he is going to lead you away. Everyone else but Revy and Baylor give me an insight check. Revy kind of knows what's going on. Baylor would. Serenity, you're too busy trying not to make Revy mad, and then thus making Baylor mad. Verdar, the Iranis will pick up on this. You guys are being taken somewhere that is very familiar to the dwarf, but after you guys were lost for 2 hours, you're kind of you feel slightly nervous. However, Revy and Baylor they're walking with confidence, like they're supposed to be led to wherever the hell they're going.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of trust this, but at the same time, it does make you uneasy because this is none of your scope. Like, you guys are being led somewhere that only half the party knows.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl seems unsure. Andor also seems lost, but he follows because that's who he is. He must follow.
Right.
But so I'm going to grab you all, move you all, because he leads you into what looks like to be a dilapidated house. Drag all of the items. Alright, there we go. And silence wants to die off. Because it is, you guys hear a door creak open, and once you enter a dilapidated building, there is a trap door that he wants you to go down. He goes down first. Everyone else follows for there. You get an unsure look from the Iranis. I can't really spread my wings down in a place like that, but if you're going to go down, I'll go down. Andor shuffles past to go down.
Yeah. I immediately followed him down, so.
Or of courage.
Oh, that's right. The Iranis is just like, you turn that on.
I mean, if they're discouraged, sure.
Yeah, she's a
Something
little
like that.
discouraged, but she's just like, she puts a hand on your shoulder and just whispers, "Thank you."
Serenity is already started walking down, but she's got like a little like flaming like it looks like a little raven or something in her hand to just like light up her way.
So homeless dwarf, he's not laying down anywhere. But anyway, he leads you down here. Now, this is a secretive little spot that we have
Serenity.
where we can talk without any distractions.
Serenity's like, whoa, there's a house inside of a house.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of like underground. He will mention that here, no one, even though you can hear the bugs, no one with spell or magic sight can find us here. We are protected in this area. And
Good.
to the network behind me. And he shows you a small tunnel sealed by a stone door behind him. Now, what may this humble finger do for you and your companions? He kind of like cleans himself up a little bit and stands slightly taller.
Yeah. Him shedding his disguise.
Just a little bit, yeah. He does look better right now, but he's still got some bruises and whatnot, and still had to maintain the appearance of who he was.
I mean, getting beat up by
He did get a free
isn't
touch though,
fake,
so he's not.
wasn't fake.
I'm looking for someone. I heard you may have have him in custody here, or know who here does. I'm looking for an old companion of mine that I hear he might have spoken my name. I'm not here to rescue him. I just need something of his.
I see. Well, this companion of yours, if it is who I think that was caught here, is in very deep trouble, is kept in a jail. Not one, of course, of St. Cuthbert's jurisdiction, but one still manned by guards nonetheless.
Hold on, I couldn't hear what you said exactly. You said he.
Oh, he is here. The one, the companion. If it is the one that he's heard of, he is that has been caught here. He is in custody in a jail. However, not one that falls under St. Cuthbert's jurisdiction, but still a jail manned by guards nonetheless, loyal to the city.
Yes. That's kind of what I was expecting.
And pray, so you wish to just meet with this man?
I would like to search his effects.
Very well. How important to you is it that your friend lives? Because we are right now going through his companions and those in the guild. That we're not loyal to Vecna.
I spent some time with him. I thought he had been converted. He had been shown favor from Vecna. And then I briefly described the short sword he had. But if he has displeased the church...
The short sword?
Do you remember when... Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember, but he doesn't. What do you mean if you give him the description of short sword? What? No. He immediately walks over. Everybody give me a perception check to see what he's doing with his hands against the door to open it and see if he can remember it.
Insight, you said?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
Serenity and Revy.
Nailed
Because
it.
Revy mouths it a little and it helps you and her at the same time, including for Dare. Baylor, you are too busy with the look of shock in his face, and you just made the connection that you missed, like looking at the door, of why he's kind of scared of the sword, and that when you mentioned. So he slaps certain sigils on the door, really hard with his hands, enough for him to like smack loudly and kind of even hurt. And the door moves open, and he goes ahead and he just dashes off towards the tunnels. He's leaving you behind.
I'm gonna chase.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like we should stay with him because he's obviously, not, probably not friendly anymore. Honestly,
Serenity just
imagining-
thinks he's a very weird man.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm imagining he's thinking this is like the sort of Cass or something, but at the same time, my character dismissed it as being. It's not the sort of Cass.
I can't spell today. Serenity, your hand is immediately clasped by your big sister. Do you resist?
Absolutely not.
She knows that you cannot see in this, but everyone else can.
dark vision.
Well, I did have that little firebird in my hand to cast light. I
Okay.
use produce flame, basically.
Alright, so you can do that as you're running this first round. And so everybody give me athletics checks to keep up.
Let's see.
Wow.
You guys hear a screaming sound in the distance. Serenity, you're having trouble tripping up a little bit because as you're casting.
Well, how about this? How about that?
Okay, there you go. Baylor, you're keeping up.
Oh no, it's a 5. So
It's a 5.
Dude!
Revy face plants while holding you. You both just face plant. Damn it.
do I land on
'Cause I
top
guess-
of her at least?
Yes, you do. Just oof. For
Can she
dare.
use- Well, can she use acrobatics instead of athletics? Because that was athletic.
Oh, I need to roll
That is
athletics.
her.
Hold on.
That is her.
Yeah, she can make an acrobatics to try and save them both.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Athletics.
Yeah, give me athletics. Okay, so she does it. She stumbles hard. but
Oh
she
my
rounds.
gosh.
You to stop. Give me athletics to stop from face planting. The Irenaeus uses her wings to hover a little bit, which falls. She's behind you, Berdar. On
This
purpose.
is glorious. Like I just imagine one person is tripping and falling, and the other one is like tripping over the
Dude,
guy in front of them like dominoes.
Oh, I need to roll to not face plant. What is
Yeah,
it?
give me an acrobatics.
Oh, great, even better. Oh, okay, that was
So you
actually.
don't face. So Serenity, you're bumped into by Berdar, and it kind of hurts. Who you bump into Revy. You guys just clamoring in this darkness, and produce flame goes off right near you, so it almost makes you trip up.
Does it hit anyone?
No, it doesn't hit anyone.
Okay.
You're just trying to make a light, and it blinds him for a moment, and he almost falls into you, but he bumps into you. And you guys hear screaming at the end of the tunnels, and I will grab you all, move you towards, yes, it's almost 1 o'clock, midnight for y'all, so I get the session. But this, you'll see a guard. You guys see a city guard in the distance. So you guys are able to keep up. Dwarf, let me open up a little more. The Irenaeus can see all the way though.
And with color.
So dwarf and since people are tripping up, you're closest to the dwarf. Irenaeus is at the rear. You three kind of are on top of each other. Andor is also kind of in the rear.
So we're just chasing ahead, and you said a guard in the distance?
Yeah, as a city guard looks confused as he sees the dwarf raving and you guys are giving chase behind. And he draws his weapon, but he sees and recognizes the dwarf, and it doesn't look like he's running from you, but he looks like he's running to give a message. And I'm going to go ahead and type what he's saying. Hold on. Short sword. Where is it? Where? And then you guys hear some muffled voices that I will reveal. And then one that Baylor is familiar with. I don't care. One of them has it. Find it. The guard captain moves out and just goes to see what it is. What is all this racket? And now I will get some initiatives to see
Ooh.
how things will start out the next time. What in the hells?
Oops, that was my initiative. But
Oh, I thought I clicked on my token, but I guess I didn't.
So,
I seem to always fail to click on my token.
so Serenity gets 7. Well, it was funny. I did not expect you to mention the sword, David, because that actually has something to do with this fight.
oh, really?
Yes, but you said it, and he's like, "What?" And also, you hear some clatter to the north, but you guys can see the gate, great North labor. All right, so let me get the initiatives.
You don't think Eli like found the sword between like this campaign and the previous one, did you? That'd be pretty crazy.
Meta with that sword is that it was just a normal short sword that I think he picked up from a guard, but after he picked it up and then started using it to fight the guards, it like burst into flame and was doing like extra flame damage, and because it was I think I had conferred with Vecna after and asked if he had done that, and Vecna had given like a yes answer because at the time I was relegated to like yes or no questions.
Mm-hmm.
So Baylor, which was your initiative? You said the Revy one.
Yeah, 10.
Radar 13. The Revy's one. Serenity. Oh, I didn't hit it. 10. Radar 13. Serenity 7.
Our initiatives are 3 apiece. 13, 10, 7. 3 away from each other.
Very nice.
The NPCs okay, I guess 13 works as well, but I was going to say they either have to be 16 or 4.
Yeah. What in the hells?
I mean, 13
So
still
for-
stays with 3, so with the whole
Yeah.
thing technically.
The guard just draw his weapon, but he's just because he saw people running down, but he recognizes this dwarf finger Vecna, and he's not running from you all. You all seem to be running with him. It's just that he took off like in a panic, not because he's being chased. Otherwise, like you all would have like slung arrows at him or whatever, but he's just like, short sword, where is this? Like, what the hells are you talking about, man? For Dar, you hear a lot of sounds here, and the screaming has stopped because you all heard he's dead. This is getting us nowhere. And for Dare, this is a free thing. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
And Baylor, give me a deception check to not be to not sort of like flinch because you recognize this voice, because this man's powerful. Baylor is unshaken for Dar.
Dang.
Dude.
Oh, man,
Damn.
I was so close
So
too.
close. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Baylor is unshaken. Resolve set.
Holy
All right.
shit, dude.
So for Dar, what do you do? You also give me. I'm just doing this as a DM. Give me a free hearing-based perception check.
Okay. Well, I guess it's the same either way.
Around the corner, there's approximately 4 or 5 men of some kind. Men. Also in the south is the sounds of a couple men and what seems to be someone sobbing, and it's probably where the cells are. That room that is to the right, there's noise racket made by a laborer who stopped whatever he was doing to look at you all. And this room was obviously where he's dead, is obviously where the screaming came from. But what do? You were running full speed until you got to this point. You didn't have your weapon out, it looked like.
No, I don't think we did. I think we just took off.
Yeah.
Serenity is the weapon.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'll. I think I should cast. This is more of a just in case kind of thing, but I'll cast Shield of Faith on the Aranese for the moment, because she can't fly, so she's probably the most vulnerable at the moment.
She could still kind of move with her fly speed because I guess off the ground, but
Oh
here
yeah,
is only like 10 feet tall.
yeah.
It's like 6.5 feet tall, like a tunnel on the way here, but it pops out to this prison area. This was not the only entrance. Apparently, there's another one somewhere. All right. What else do? You still have movement. The dwarf is panting and demanding the short sword. Where is it? Where? What? Which one? The one, the halfling that was captured.
Well, I kind of feel like they probably wouldn't hold him in a normal cell. That since he's a special case, they'd probably have him somewhere specific. But I'll mention about the cells are probably to the south, and there's a lot of people. You said that around the corner there was like 4 men of some type.
Yeah, to the corner, around the corner of the room.
So I'll mention that there's 4 entities around the corner.
You can hear them shuffling about as the guard captain made a big disturbance. That's how you noted that sound, because sound carries well here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here, it's just like, all right. She she hesitantly has a hand on her weapon and
Yeah.
draws it and gonna try to slide of hand an arrow. She doesn't slide a hand, but she's got a good, I guess, a dex. It's gonna say dex save. Do I notice? I'm pretty far away. 109 tells. Okay, so the guard captain notes. No, the city guard. The guard captain has a note that the Irenaeus just is drawing her bow and she has an arrow. And he's like, "What's going on?" So she just like slowly just like readies herself. She doesn't fire unless you tell her to.
Mhm.
But she has used her interaction to grab her weapon and an arrow.
I'm gonna keep my hand on my weapon, but I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily draw it immediately. But okay, yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now.
Okay.
I think.
Dwarf, explain your purpose here. And why have you brought those others? They are servants. And this one here tells me of the sword. Servants, you say? Of ours? Yes. This one is. Good. Then maybe he can shine a light on what's going on. A man in what looks like to be lacquered splint armor comes in, followed by his companion around the corner. What looks like to be a man clad in blacksmith attire comes forth to see what's going on, the ruckus here. And a young man that looks like to be of the servant class, but in finery, also steps forth to see what's going on.
Yes, I'm not quite sure.
Baylor, you would immediately see that these are servants of Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
The ones clad in armor are the military arm that try and protect the whatever small sects there are. Their presence makes sense here in a large area like this.
Yeah.
Baylor, your turn.
Yes, I quite want to know why we were running as well. I was describing to my new friend.
Sorry. He says that Eli is one who maybe carries the sword. What sword? What madness are you speaking? Sword? The blood of Vecna demand explanation. What is it that you told him?
My companion, I had assumed he was a chosen of Vecna. He was granted his sword was granted power from Vecna himself. Gave the sword power over fire.
Fire.
And I kind of explain it in, thematic ways, but that it did fire damage.
Baylor, give me an insight check. So 10, or, well, there's a still terrible. You get that these guards, the city guards, are completely lost. But so are the spawn in the blood, and they don't know exactly what the hell's going on. You mentioned that someone has a flaming sword to them, and they're not picking up on this fact. Revi, do you have any actions for her?
No, she'll just stand back, kind of in a not necessarily aggressive position, like a supplicant position.
Serenity, you are slightly winded, but okay. Since you got your nap in, you're not tired. You are completely at a loss for what's going on. Not everyone's pulling their weapons at once. They're all talking to each other, but this is apparently people who work with your Lord Baylor, but you're not sure what the hell's going on. You're completely lost. There's a couple city guard here that's looking. It smells like blood and dripping water in here. And it's stuffy and kind of humid and terrible. You're going to be a little girl about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just looking back and forth between Revi and Baylor and the dude's talking, and I just don't know what's going on.
You pick up from Revi that she kind of has her hands, like, kind of just blocking you a little bit. Not blocking you outright, but just like in a cautious stance. Just
I ask Revi, what's going on?
these are people who work with Baylor, but they're not exactly on good terms. She tells you.
I can't hear you. I didn't hear
Oh,
anything
sorry.
you said.
She tells you, be ready. These are people who work alongside alongside our master, but we are not on good terms. And they're all amped up. And they're all, no, she says, and they're all on edge.
All right. Serenity doesn't really know what to do, but she's ready. She's readying an action so that if like anyone attacks or anything, she'll use her arachnid cloak.
What do we tell the master? For Dare, it is your turn. What do we tell the master? I don't know. You reported to him. Military-minded man, always wondering about your protocol. I'll tell him. All right. For Dare, you just hear one of the noble servant go ahead and say, I'll go ahead and tell the master.
Can I try to figure out what he is he like telling him about warning us or like warning of us or like
That there's
of something
guests.
else?
That there's guests. We'll tell the master that there's guests.
Okay. Let's see. No, I'll save that for the moment because that might be important. Okay, I'm going to ready my action to aggress if any one of them attack us.
Okay. NPCs. Fine. Go ahead and tell them. We have guests. Very well. 30. Opening the door. My lord, Rodolfo. It appears that we have guests here, and they have something of major importance. to tell the thought, and I figured you need to be informed as well. Very well. Let me see. I can see these guests. Everybody, let's see. Give me an investigation check as somebody walks out.
Gosh. That's
Just to
okay.
see for her. This is somebody important. Baylor, you don't. Serenity, he is very important. I'll give it to you, Baylor, since you got closest to 15.
Mm-hmm.
This is a landed noble that comes out. And let me move the teeth. Or, I'm sorry, the blood. Spawn. What is the meaning of this?
By the way, I don't know. You said you're moving things.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just see
you're
that
moving?
first rock room.
Hold on.
Yeah, I just
You
see that
see
first
that?
underground room that we were
There
in.
we go.
Yeah, we never left that like hallway.
Oh my god. What the hell? Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that makes more sense. God damn, I thought I clicked the thing, but I think my computer is really laggy too from the internet. So I was just playing with tokens by myself, and you had no idea. All right.
I was so confused. I was imagining things, but
Oh yeah. Why are they here? They bring warning that one that we captured, he could have something that stands against us. We have already gone over this. He does not have the sword. He's merely something that looks like it. What he does have is something that's important to me and the Duke. And I plan to get it for my father. Now, give us a good reason why we should not put you on that rack there, dwarf. Well, I bring with me servants of our Lord of Secrets. They serve this one. This one is also his former companion. Baylor. Well, if it isn't my prodigy. Hello, Baylor.
and I kneel. He is the only one in this room that I kneel to, but
Yeah. Revy also kneels and she kind of like hints to Serenity. Go ahead and kneel as well.
She does, but slowly and very confused.
She, Serenity, or Revy looks at you, Verdar, to also follow suit. She's looking like, please.
I will do my best in plate to try and kneel.
Okay. Yeah, you just do your thing. You don't kneel, but you do your, heart, like your own like little bow. They hear any sighs, and she does it as well. He gives out a good laugh. Good. It seems to me that you have found more capable, unless, shall I say, willful fellows. Tell me, have you inducted them in their way on the path, or are they merely just your companions again?
I am teaching them the ways. This young one is one I have found that I am training in the knowledge of Vecna. She seems to have a inner darkness that is quite powerful.
My. A child? A heavily armored man clanks out. This man looks like to be a step above the blood of Vecna. Baylor, you know immediately as this one is most likely the military lead of the security division in this district, the arm of Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
And accompanying behind him and coming to the side of your mentor is a man that whispers into his ear, clad in an arcane robe called the Teeth of Vecna.
Nice.
All of them called here because they are looking for something that your former companion took. All of them flustered because this dwarf led you all here in a panic. Well, now, Baylor, you weren't supposed to be here. I had you on a mission further west, did I not? So what brings you to this lovely side of Zella?
That you did. That you did. I am here to get something from my former companion. Something that he took from a contact that I am making use of that would ruin relations and impede my mission.
Ah, he laughs again. You all may rise. Oh. Contacts, allies, companions. Baylor, what happened to servants? What happened to comrades that already know the way, like us?
That is all well and good, but should we not wish to spread the word? Spread the influence?
You again with the spreading the word. The only thing I've heard recently through my network is that you are merely to spread your influence. Tell me, are you happy with your little manor? With your little friends and going around and trapezing all over this region, and instead of focusing on your task, which you are given as my servant, do you gather these here to just maybe hope to one day usurp me? We've had this discussion again, and I almost took the life of your much more fairer companion now. Revi kind of clenches her teeth. Serenity, you could pick up that Revi is angry at this man, clenches her fist, and wants to attack.
Serenity is still just so confused. But she
I
knows
would-
that this is a bad
Shaking
man.
her arm.
I would never wish to breed dissent within our community. That would be treasonous.
Treason. Yes. Now tell me, now that you're here, Baylor, do you have any actions? So I'll move on to Serenity's turn as all this dramatic talking is going.
No. I mean, I'll since he had given the order to stand up, I'll have done that. But other than that, no.
Serenity, you can see Revi's fist clenching. She wants to go for her rod that enhances her spells, but she holds fast. But she's like emotional and very angry. But at the same time that her right hand wants to go for her rod, her left hand has not moved, and she's still in the protective stance of you.
The nervousness of
She's
Serenity is making like all the torches like flicker and like change to weird hues and then like change back and then she's just
that kind of freaks out the city guard a little, like looking back, and the guard captain too, like goes up against the wall.
they're just the flames are like flickering like her nerves are. Like she doesn't understand she's caused it. She doesn't even notice it, but that's what's
Tell
happening.
me, Baylor and companions, now that you're here, How do you wish to assist us? What do you wish to do?
I'm looking for the Orb of Dragonkind. And I hear you're looking for something else as well?
Yes. I, unlike you, am following up on the task that was given to you. Another part of the hand. I figured you were busy doing that in your region, the western side, and yet I find you here in Alamance, where I don't know you. Because I have all these. I have the arm, I have the blood, I have the teeth, I have the fingers. What need do I have for you and your organ when I need you in the West?
If
Or
you
is this
have
for your contact? Your information network? You were just going to hand over such a powerful artifact to an ally, is that it?
It was never my former allies to begin with. I am merely doing this to keep relations positive. Why should I so foolishly burn a resource that I can continue to use?
Serenity, you hear a whisper from Rebbe. Verdar, you can hear it too.
Hmm.
The one prepared to counterspell be on guard.
Wait, what?
Serenity, you hear, and Verdar, since you're right next to her, you hear a whisper from Rebbe. The one prepared to counterspell be on guard.
Alright.
Do you do anything?
Uh... Well, there's nothing I can conceal, so no, not really.
You try.
I'm still readying my action to just let a spell loose if I need to. Wait, how big is this room anyway? Okay. Well, I might I'm readying my action to use burning hands if I need to.
Okay. Verdar, it is your turn. You heard this from Serenity, one hand clutched on her rod in the cloak, but not drawn, the other one protective of Serenity. Stands Rebbe. The Irenes bow in hand, the shield of fate still humming on her.
How visible are my auras usually?
They would it would have to take like a turn doing an active detect magic to see.
Okay.
It's not like WoW, which is a good thing.
Okay, well, would it be too apparent if I stepped into the square in front of me?
It's no big deal. In fact, I actually was going to address you. So go ahead.
Okay,
You,
so
armor-clad one. What purpose do you serve this cleric of Vecna? Do you have a kinship to him? I know, do you have relation or relations with the drow at your side? The Irenes pulls her bowstring slightly. You hear it.
I don't believe me and the drow are blood related. But as far as to keep up the act, not saying that part out loud, but Lord Baylor is concerned, I am under his, was it tutelage? Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under his tutelage. How faithful. How lucky of you to meet such a companion there, Baylor.
I am always looking for people to spread the influence of Vecna, the Whispered One.
So you believe him to be your arm. Very smart. He has not taken the oath, has he? He looks like he is still one with his own oath. You have not swayed him yet. Regard, do you want the ear niece to do anything? You can see her off your peripheral. Still, she's the only one with her weapon out still.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
She nods. Just like a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, no other actions. The guard is going to get the fuck out of in between this. Just because this is not his purview. The guard captain also joins in.
At this point, I'm not yet sure we're ready to take my mentor. I don't know. So that's why I'm still being very deferential.
So,
And eventually, when I do decide to, I'm not saying this out loud. This is just meta.
yeah.
When I
Internal
do decide
monologue.
to, usurp his position, I won't do it in such a
Revy whispers again.
open area.
Revy whispers and kind of like nods towards this man. He's done it again. He will try to counter your spell. Be on your guard. Please. Come on forward. The spawn want to observe and nothing more, or they are the citizenry. Very well. It's a sign of good faith. I will give you one task that you must do for me.
Of course.
But I must do something first. Knowledge Arcana. This is happening in an instant.
Let me see.
Everybody is welcome. He begins an abjuration spell right after he tells you this task.
Oh my god, that's
No,
my fucking rolls are awful.
you're too angry at what he just is about to tell you. Revy can't tell what it is. Serenity, you don't know what it is either. Let's say you, Verdar.
All right.
It's worth a shot. You did go to a library today. I believe in you. Verdar gets 12, as same as no, it's investigation. Let me roll for her because
The two characters with like 1 or less in it roll 10 or better. The two
I know,
characters
right?
with like 5 or more roll less than 4. Like, what is this?
you can So this, so you are angry, and the rest of you are shocked by what he's about to do. So this is why you messed up Valor. Revi as well. The other two are about to be shocked by what he just cast on his turn. But he is saying, you can forget this immediately and leave with your heads down, like the dogs that you are. Like the dog that you brought with you. And he casts on the one with the bow.
Hmm. Is that gonna save, or is that just a immediate thing?
She has a chance to save.
She is within my aura.
Ooh, that helps her. All right. Here goes.
That's a +5.
Yep. So it's a +9 total that she had. So it's this +4 I'm going to roll, plus the 9, or plus your 5. She makes it. And you can tell immediately that had she not been in your aura, she'd be screaming while being sent back to the hells.
Mm-hmm.
But because of being in your presence, you feel the pull of her leaving you for a moment, and something inside you flares, and she stays by your side, and he immediately everybody immediately shuffles like to a defensive stance.
Yeah, that's
All
gonna
waiting.
call for a few arrows right there. That's immediately threatening.
And Baylor, do you acquiesce to such a demand after he says insolent dog to the Irenes and Verdar for keeping her there?
I think I'm gonna roll a d20, and at this point, I think if I roll 11 or greater, my character won't be able to take the insult.
Also, before you do that, give me a perception check as something happens right in your peripheral vision.
Perception, okay.
You don't see
God,
it. Okay, it's all right.
nah, my rolls have been shit tonight. Besides that one d20 to deceive.
To deceive me. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Okay, 1d20. I roll, or let's say 10 or below, and I can't take the insult.
Do it. Yes.
I can't. This is just too fucking frustrating.
It's too frustrating. He's tried. You all saw by the Irenes scream as she was like a portal started to like open at her feet, but then shut. He once again tried to like eliminate one of your companions.
This has gone far enough. You're too antagonistic. And as I start speaking, I'm going to take an action to shed my living form.
Oh shit.
I feel things getting intense.
We may have to try to kill him and escape if we can't kill him.
Does Serenity notice the banishing thing?
Oh yeah. It was apparent because the Irenes was screaming as like a hole was opening at her feet.
Like, can I tell who's doing it?
Oh yeah, it was this guy in front that he did it, the cleric.
All right. Well, now all of the torches in the room are like flickering very fast, and they're like starting to turn like red black, and Serenity's getting really upset.
How? All right, so you shed your.
As my flesh just withers and dries out and decays, and eyes glow with an inner light. Vecna has shown me the way. I am forever a servant of Vecna. You, with your constant antagonism, you blame me for my... Now, this is completely hypocritical. But you blame me for my lust for power, but I only see that in you.
When did you achieve this? He had no idea. Last time you weren't a lich anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't a lich the last time we met.
Oh, excellent. Alright, so what else do you do besides, like, shed that? I'm gonna say that was an interaction of you just, like, breaking that.
I guess at this point, I am going to...
And on Bergar's turn.
Yeah. I think I'm going to try to cast one spell. Let me find what would be a good one.
Is it an attack towards me? Or any of me? I guess, no, wait. Tell me, and then I'll have to see if I notice what that is, and if I want to block that one.
Let me see. .60 feet range. Oh, it's a 1 minute cast time. Can't do that one. I was thinking about doing Gias.
Oh, man. No, you have to, like, hold him down and do it.
Yeah.
That'd be very good, though, wouldn't it?
He's not undead like me. So I can't, I think I might start by just using my undead power of fear to see if I can affect him.
Alright, well, shit, I'll have to stop that.
Frightening gaze.
Yeah. Oh, is that spell-like effect?
Yeah, it's lich power.
What level of is that kind of fear?
Let me see.
If it's regular fear, it is 3rd level illusion.
Frightening gaze, and here's the wording on it. So I'd have to step up to him and get within 10 feet. But I'll walk towards him and do it.
Right. Shit. I guess like right here? No, here.
Yeah. So we'll say as I was shedding my form, I was walking towards him.
Alright. I'm going to try and block this. Let's see. That's actually 6. Oh, you fucking kidding me. My counterspell fails. And now I have to try a will save at least. So that's good. DC 18.
Yeah.
I make it.
That's enough.
God damn it.
But I blew the fucking counterspell.
Counterspell, yeah. That's spell slot right there.
From that one teeth. You're not teeth.
Teeth.
It's a new trick, Baylor. But like you always have, you fell short. to my will once again. You've heard him say something like that before. Even
Yeah.
as a lich, he stands before you. Do you have anything for Revi?
I'll probably just have her prepare an action to as soon as he attacks. She will use. Not these ones.
This would have been one of the ones where I'm like, fuck, I gotta take photos of the living room real quick. But with roll 20, we can leave it here.
She'll cast Wall of Shadow.
Okay. You need
And
a wall.
it'll be right down here.
Oh dang.
Oh, that's a shadow. That needs
Oh, I'm
spell
so
effects.
happy. Okay. This is perfect.
And then if you need description of the spell, it's the one we created based off of Wall of Fire.
Yeah. I'm trying to see where my shadows went because they're not showing up. Let me reload. Real quick. It stops the music, but let me reload just because shit is not showing up. It does that every sometimes.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I was just looking at it.
Or it wasn't based off of Wall of Shadow, it was based off of Wall of something.
Wall
Because the
of
one I was thinking
light
of was.
or something.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Alright, so where are you putting it?
Okay, yeah, it was the inverse of this. It was shadow instead of light.
Yeah, wall of light.
And then just right down here to cut him off from the rest.
Okay. And it was 5 feet in length, right? Or was it 10? Let me see. Oh, you have to spell out.
It's 5 feet.
Cool.
It's 5 feet thick, 10 feet high, and 60 feet long.
Okay. So he is completely cut off. Revi casts, blocking that completely. And you have no other actions, right?
Nope. That's it for now.
Serenity, his counterspell is wasted. Show them what you have.
Alright. Flame strike right on his face.
Well, he's about to eat a lot of stuff real quick. I'm just letting you know that right now.
I'll just wait. There we go.
This would be so perfect if we kill him and then raise him as an undead before they even get through the wall. I would totally raise him as an intelligent undead if I could.
and just be like, I am your master now.
Exactly,
Vecna
dude.
has chosen me. There we go. It's that big. And it just, right in front of Baylor, just a pillar of flame.
He never did see the value in people. My character says this.
Oh, well, let's see. Okay.
Alright. Serenity, give me a perception check as something happens in your peripheral.
Perception check is what happens?
Sight-based.
Sight-based,
Peripheral.
okay.
Yeah.
Where are you, perception? There you are.
Okay.
Psst.
He caught someone's attention, but he doesn't know who the fuck you are. That's what you see. For Dar, it's obvious too. What do you do, Serenity, though?
I look over at him, and I look back at the flame strike going off, and I guess I just run over there. Yeah, I'll just like run over there, and I'll be like, what?
Baylor's friend?
Yeah.
Good. Open the gate.
I don't know.
Trust me, child.
Is this Eli?
Yep, yeah, I'm thinking it is.
Can you like roll perception or something?
For me to read you?
Yeah, my DC will be 10. She's on the fence.
Oh fuck! I'm a friend, but he looks like a haggard old man. That's with like sweeping shit. He's not his friend at all.
Yeah. It's like I'm sorry, I don't know you. And I back away from the wall, from the gate, like I'm really sorry.
For Dar, you see this shit happen right in front of you.
Oh my gosh. Friggin',
Your turn.
my turn. The
Yeah.
gate, is it like locked?
Yes. I mean, literally, it's got a bar that he cannot access. It's just an interaction.
Oh, literally, there's just a bar there.
Yeah.
I'll lift the bar.
Alright.
And Aaronese is gonna fire 3 arrows into the frickin' that guy because he tried to banish her.
Alright.
Eli.
Heck yeah. Alright, so 3 arrows coming
I
up.
was too late to save one of my guys on the guild, but maybe with your help, I could get the rest of them out. Alright, so she's gonna shoot arrows. Shoot arrows.
I hope he's not immune to poison.
He's not.
I don't think that hits though.
Into the shadows. No. Into the
Doesn't hit
shadows. It's
Oh my
so
gosh.
bright with all this fire. Okay, dude, she's still, I guess,
She's
haggard from
Reeling
seeing.
from that, yeah.
Yeah. There was like arms grabbing her to pull her back into the hells, after the nice day she had, so she's kind of out of it. And do you want her to move or do anything else?
Yeah, she is going to. She'll move to here within my aura, just in case something happens again.
Okay. And I'll end it at that turn with
Yes.
Eli just straight up leaping on this dwarf. It's just big. Alright, so we'll end it here. The fight has begun. You guys are completely outnumbered, but you have someone you did not expect in your side, because he is actually here too, has been working his way to break in and break out people that have been captured. So, and of course, let's see, I'll pop up. Nope, not that big.
That looks like a pretty cool sword.
And
Nice.
it's firing. Eli has returned.
Yes.
So let Eli know he's back.
I will. Yeah.
Oh crud! Is he actually
Eli-
coming back?
So Eli like completely plunges the sword, and he looks at you, Baylor, and the rest of you, and he winks at Revy, who just just. It's like,
Yes. Him again. Good to have you back.
let me see if I can finish writing this and direct this.
Is Serenity like seeing Baylor like knows who he is and like is like welcome back and whatever? She's just like, I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair. Baylor wouldn't want her to just like go up to every single person that says they're my friend.
Let him free. Nice.
I can direct it towards them, but when they're done, stay away from me. Understand?
What?
The weapon.
Stay away from me.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's.
Only hold it for so long. Because what he does have, yes, he became a lich, but he has acquired an artifact.
Oh my god, he did get the Sword of Gas? How?
That this sword that he had
God.
led him to it, and it bound.
Oh, it led him to it. Okay, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, what? But that's fair.
Yeah. But he has his original sword in one hand, and the sword of Cass in the other. That's it.
Damn it. I mean, good for him, but
You better watch out, Baylor.
right?
Good for him, but goddamn it, it can help you here.
Yeah.
But in order for him to draw it, it had to bathe it in blood, and that's why he
Yep.
left at the dwarf. Yep. And now that the sword is satisfied, he can direct it towards like obvious enemies of Vecna. Even though you're close, or followers of Vecna, even though you're close, he's fighting its intelligence to direct it at them and not you guys.
Yeah. I mean, it had to come to a head sometime. I wasn't planning on it tonight, but you know.
But luckily, you have someone with an artifact on your side.
Yes.
And the thing, he'll tell you later, once this is resolved, one way or another, about the orb.
Ah, okay, cool.
But there you go. We'll end the session here, with me going on my turns with this darkness and whatnot.
Okay.
All right, and it is 1 a.m. for y'all, 2 a.m.
yeah,
for me.
yeah, it is.
Yes, I need to go to bed so bad.
Yeah, you all need to go to bed.
I have homework to do and I've got to be up at 8 in the morning.
I'm so sorry, but we had to get to this point. My bad.
Yeah, I have to be up at 7, but it's all right. Now I love this thing.
I
Alright.
hope I get to sleep. If not, I'm just not going to my afternoon class.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's my first.
yeah.
That's my first action going to be when it hits my turn.
Hold on. Let me take a little screening so you can show Eli.
So, is Eli actually come back to the game, or is he?
No,
Are you just
no,
directing
he's
it to
not.
him?
He's just his homage to Eli.
Okay.
Yeah. His. Because we had a homage / resolution to other Danielle's character,
Mm-hmm.
and so now we're getting
Yeah.
this one. Eventually,
He
we'll
went-
get Ben's.
Yeah, we'll get Ben's.
Oh gosh,
Ben
that's
is
gonna be a
slightly
mess.
mentioned. Yeah, Ben's is slightly mentioned because he like left abruptly, according to like the one cultist that was learning alchemy. So I'll just put it in general. Here you go. Show
Yes.
Eli.
I will. Yeah. We both work in the help desk tomorrow, so
So he wields the famed sword. You two are like former caught. You saw Leech done or lichdom, he sought like fame and fortune. Somehow was destined to become your enemy as well.
Yes, we are temporary allies, but we will have to part ways after.
Yep. Hooray for me getting out of character or out of game resolutions for shit too. Lol. So she's got the shit. No, that way you don't forget. And all right, we'll call it here. Thanks, guys, for humoring me in the game.
Awesome. No,
Thanks.
I love it.
You got this was supposed to be a sneaking in thing, but eventually y'all were to get here anyway. So
Yeah.
instead, this happened quickly. All right, I'll see y'all later. Get some sleep, damn it. I'm sorry.
That'll be
I love
alright.
it. No, it's all right.
All right.
Thank you for the game, though. I loved it.
Yeah,
Good night.
thank you.
See you guys later.
Have a good night, guys.